What's up, guys? I'm here to start um, um, a YouTube. I'm not a YouTube channel, but I will start. I will start posting my journals, every trade I take, and why I take them, and the reasons behind them, how we went, what we can learn, and the mistake that we have to correct. So, as you see, I took two trades today. One I lost and one break even. Um, so let me explain why I took this trade. And yeah, so for today's trade, as you see, I went to the high time frame. I always go to the high time frames. And what I saw was okay, we mitigated weekly supply, and we had some nice, okay, we got some good reaction from it. As you see, sellers were in control, and then we came back to a discount, to a demand zone. Okay, so I immediately saw, okay, I was gonna look to sell. I was gonna, you know, look to sell from here, but as you see, price broke above that with huge intent. Then I knew, okay, I have to switch my bias, because I knew, hey, this is a 4 hour imbalance, uh, you know, extreme demand zone, extreme buyer zone. So I knew, because I knew here, I thought to myself, hey, we could push up and mitigate this supply deeper, because it's a big, very big supply in the high time frame. So I immediately saw that buyers were in control of the market. And so here we have a BOS. And then, had I? Okay. Um, anyways, so I saw this medium, so I saw a medium inducement, I saw BOS, and I saw my breakaway. Okay, so from here I saw that buys control. Okay, but I didn't take any buys today, but I looked for a what? A counter trade, or if you want to call it a reversal trade. So the reasons was, hey, I saw price was pushing too much highs. I thought to myself, hey, we gotta make a move into the downside. Okay, we need to retrace back. We need to, you know, yeah. So simply that, I looked to my 4 hour demand, that supply that I saw, that I thought, hey, we could react and tap here and react and give us a little bit selling. So as you see, price did that. We came back to that 4 hour, and the trade that I wanted, the setup that I wanted to counter trade, actually present itself. As you see, it present itself, and here I had multiple of unintentional move sweeps. Okay, as you see, we had an intentional move. Price swept that. Price came back, changed character. I had my 5 minute supply marked out. As you see, this is the 5 minute supply. You will not see it great, but you see this is um, um, the intent candle, and this prior is a smaller candle. So this is my supply, and also this is my confluence that we were going to sell, because look at this body candle here. Look at how it closes. It closes with full body close on the 5 minute. So immediately there I knew, okay, we will sell. Okay, so I marked out my 5 minute. As you see, the first trade that I lost was here, around here. So I saw this beautiful reaction. Took off this reaction. I took a inverse fair value gap. So around here, we had the fair value gap right down here, exactly. As you see, this fair value gap here, this is where I took my inverse fair value gap. As you see, price was moved nice, but it came back sweeping. But I took this bias around here. Okay, I missed to enter from that so-called inverse value. I missed to trade from there. I missed that trade, so I just entered from here, covered the highs, and then I looked for continuation. But as you see, price came back, swept us, and but what it did was it didn't break above this. It was internal sweep within this 5 minutes supply. So I immediately knew, okay, and then I saw good two good two candles that was moving nicely, respecting this overall supply, didn't break above. So then I thought to myself, okay, if price breaks this high, then we may actually continue to the downside because price is respecting. Okay, this was just an inducement. Okay, this was an inducement, and price respects. If you just do that, look, price respects this 5 minute, and you see price broke that low, and I looked for continuation. So here I was actually looking for a 3% gain. I could have taken this trade for a 2% exact, but I didn't want just to enter 2% because I'm down. I am down 3%, so I wanted to take this trade all the way to someone here. Yeah, I wanted to take the trade here. Okay, I'm not 3% down, but I'm down like 2%. 2% is 2.7%. Okay, that's how much I'm down. So yeah, as you see, my risk to ratio here is the same as the the percentages I need, but I went break even. That was a good trade, as you see. Then price started shifting to the upside, stopping me out on break even. And this is why you have to go break even, guys. This is why you have to go break even. Price has no reason for push up all the way here and then go down. Literally, it doesn't have any reason to do that. So yeah, so it literally doesn't have any reason to do that. So I went to break even on the 50%, and then you see price taking control, and the way I knew buys were taking control was buys started respecting. As you see, it didn't break above this low. This high now broke above this structure. We had inverse value gap and push to the upside. So this is how you can shift your bias sometimes if you see, okay, buys in control the market right now, because this is a buys and control role. Okay, so here this trade was a counter trade. Okay, it was a counter trade or slash reversal, if you want to call that. So yeah, this is how it went, and now I'm like 3% down. I think I'm down, as you see, nearly 3%, and I've been trading this account for 6 days now. Actually, my plan for this account and how I'm gonna pass it is very simple. But first, I gotta get my account back to a profit. Okay, first I gotta get out of this drawdown, gain 2%. I need to gain some 2% trade, and with that 2%, what I will do is I will risk 2%. I will risk that 2%. So let me tell you. Okay, okay. Now let's say I'm 3% down, right? So the next trade I take, let's say I win that. I win 3%, and now I gain back my loss. All right. And now when I gain back the loss, next day or in the same day, if I find a setup, I will take a trade, and I will take a 2% trade. And when I gain that 2% trade, what I will do with that 2% trade is I'm gonna risk that entire 2% trade uh, when I found a setup. And how I'm gonna do is how I'm gonna pass this test is I am gonna have a 3.5 pips a stop loss, and how I'm gonna enter is basically, let's say this was a supply, right? So I want to see this supply respected. So whenever it moves a little bit, this is where I want to enter, and then I'm taking this price as a at a for like some here 4 trades, 4 ratio 4. So that will literally pass me my funded. So let's say now I'm 30% minus down. Let's say I win a trade. Now I'm back to 0%. Okay. Okay, now let's say next day I win some 2% trade. Okay. It doesn't have to be 2%. Okay, it can also be 1% or something. And I could risk that too. It doesn't matter actually. Okay, so here I risk 3%. Next day I risk 0%. I risk 0%. No. I mean, I lost 3%. Next day, I win 3%, and now I'm at my break even. And now, uh, I am going to do what? I win a trade. And that trade will have me 2% plus. Okay, with that 2%, what will I do? I will risk that 2% in one trade. Okay, and I will have a very small stop loss with a you know 4. So that means every 1% is now 2%. So 4, do the math, that will be 8%, and the 2% that I already have, and that will have me pass this account very quickly. But anyways, guys, I don't want to yap. Have a nice day, and I will keep posting like this, journal my trades on YouTube.